going to help you guys out is I'm going to show you how to find your resources. Now, there are hundreds of resources out there. Now, you might not need all of them, right? For example, if you are, if you don't have problems, you or a family member, if you don't have problems with alcohol, you probably won't need to, list Alcoholics Anonymous, right? Remember, it's what's important to you, right? So you're looking for resources that are important for you. So for example, for me, right? So let's pretend that I am making my list, right? So I'm going to take out a sheet of paper, right? So let's pretend that this is my paper, right? And I need to start looking for 8 resources. And I also need to write the information for it, right? So this is what I'm going to do.
So that is, okay, I'm looking for adult education. I have to put the information about the school and explain a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. That's exactly it. And of course, on the board, uh, you know, I have a model that you can follow, right? So if you want to take a picture of it or a copy of it. So you have the name of the organization. So this right here. The name of the organization, the sentence about the service, like what the address, phone number, website. Okay, and so you need 8 of those.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, sure. Thank you. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your questions. Um, so, all right. Thank you for marking yourself as present, Jenny. So I'm going to do my research, right? And research is important, especially if you need services. So let's pretend that, I'm in a situation where, let's say, uh, let's say someone in my neighborhood, right? Someone who lives across the street is disturbing me, right? He's coming to my door, he's making threats, right? And he's damaging my property, right? So what I'll need to do is I need to, and I've called the police, and the police are telling me, well, if you want us to arrest him, if you want us, it would be, if you feel like you're in danger, you may need to get a restraining order, right? You may need to get a restraining order. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, okay, that's fine. The restraining order is something that comes, it's an order that comes from the court that tells the person that protects me from the person that's giving me trouble, right? It basically tells the person who's the criminal they need to stay away from me, right? I'm like thinking, but how do I do it, right? I'm thinking, oh my goodness. So what's the first thing I need to do? Well, I need to look for a resource, right? So first thing I'm going to do is I could either choose Monterey County 211, which is fine, or I can check the SAMS guide, right? So either way, I might be able to find my first step, right? It's not going to give me everything I need. This is just a first step to getting more information, right? So I'm going to check my SAMS guide. For those of you who are online, your SAMS guide is right here. So let's see. So I'm looking for a restraining order. So that means, so I'm going to look at the table of contents here. I'm going to see if, I can find something, a category for that, right? It might not say restraining order here. It's under a category. Let's see, adult education, child protective services, counseling. Let's say domestic violence, sexual assault, maybe this one. I'm going to keep looking. Let's see, food distribution programs, health insurance, immigration, citizenship, legal assistance. Aha. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely what I need here is I need legal assistance, right? So I'm going to go to page 84. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see. Nope. Wish I could shortcut that one. So I'm going to go page 84, 81, 82, 83. Legal assistance. Okay. So let's see. Monterey County lawyer, Monterey. Okay. So there's a couple places that could give me the advice I need, right, to get a restraining order, right? It's not to get a lawyer, right, but it's to get legal advice, right? So, okay, so Monterey County Superior Court Self-Help Center. Oh, look at this. So these self-help centers provide, there's that word, right? We've been looking at last week that we saw that a lot, provide free information and assistance with forms addressing a variety of issues, including the following: divorce, child custody and visitation, child support, spousal support, domestic violence, and restraining orders. Okay, that's great. So I might get the help I need here, right? So basically self-help means is that they don't fill out the form for you, but they will show you how to do it. Okay, so this is really cool. So that's one thing I can use. And here's the name of the organization. Here's my contact. There's the website. And so on my list, I'm going to start putting the information that I need. Okay, so in my notebook, so I'm going to open up my notebook. So I'm going to pretend that I have a notebook here. And let's see. So I'm going to pretend that this is my notebook. And what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start copying some of this information. All right. And let me see. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay. So in my notebook, so I have my pen here. I'm going to start writing the information. All right. And I'm going to do this 8 times, right? I'm going to find something that is useful for me, because you're going to take this home. This is for your reference in case you need it, right? So I'm going to write the name of the organization. Let's see. Monterey. You don't have to copy me. You can, but this is how I would like to see it in your book, because everyone should have something different. Monterey County Superior Court Self-Help. Okay. There we go. So there's the name of the organization. Now I'm going to put the contact information, okay? So I'm going to need to put the address. So this is a model, okay? Fernando, this is a model. Yours is going to be different, okay? Yours should be different, right? Unless, of course, you need services unless you need legal services for divorce or child support or something like that. If this is something you need, for sure you can use this. But if you don't need it right now, don't put it. Put the right, find the organization or resource that is going to help you. So I'm going to put my contact information here. Okay, so once again, abbreviation. And this is in Monterey. Okay. And it might be a good idea to put the address or the zip code, because the zip code is different over there. Okay. So there's a self-help center. Now that's in Monterey. Now, let's say I can't drive and Monterey is too far away. This is pretty, this is, near downtown. But there is a self-help center in Salinas. So there's also another address. So 240 Church Street. And Salinas. Make sure you capitalize what needs to be capitalized. Church Street, Salinas, California. That's 939. Oh, so I messed up here. So I put the wrong zip code. I put the zip code for Monterey, so 93940, and this is 93901. Right. And then I'm going to write the phone number. 831-647. Let's see. 5800. Okay. And extension 3005. Now, what I'm going to do here, right? And you can write this anywhere. If actually I'm going to, now you're going to need to write a sentence describing the services. You can write it here underneath the name of, so if you want to write your description here, you can. What services will they provide, right? Or if you want, you can write it here. But either way, you need to write a description. So for example, let's see, Monterey, I'm going to abbreviate here, MCSC self-help. This is where I use will, right? Oh, that's where I use will. Will provide assistance for, let's see, for forms. Or I could say for completing forms. So this is where that grammar, all that grammar practice that we did in the last week or the last 2 weeks is going to be very helpful, right? Because we're using that future tense with will. Okay, so that's an example of what you should be doing in your notebook, okay? So And then I'm going to do this 8 more or 7 more times, right? So I'm going to do this 7 more times. But remember, it will be easier if you find things that are useful for you, whether it be, if you look in the SAMS guide, if you look at Monterey County 211, right? It's going to be a little easier. Yes. Oh, Sam, that's the person who created the guide. Yeah. So Sam is the person who created the guide. Yes. So, like I said, so it's going to be a really good idea to choose the things that mean something to you, that, that apply to your life, what is true for you. Okay. Even if it's something you don't need right now, it might be something that you might need in the future, right? So, like, for example, you know, uh, childcare, right? Maybe you don't have kids right now, or maybe your kids are really little, like they're babies, and maybe they don't need childcare right now, but maybe in a few years, you might need childcare because you got to work, and you know you might need childcare. Or animal rescue, right? What if there are some in your neighborhood, there are some animals that are just out, there's dogs and cats, and they're just out in people's yards, and you don't know what to do, right? I mean, you can't eat them, right? um well, you can't do that. I mean, I guess you can, but yuck. And it's like, so you need someone to take care of it, right? So you can go ahead and look under animal rescue to see what kind of resources, right? Or maybe you need dental work. This one I think is super useful, because it is really hard to find an affordable dentist, right? Because usually they want some kind of insurance, right? And even if you work and you have insurance through your work, sometimes dental insurance is extra, right? So you may want to take a look and see what kind of low cost, dental services there are, right? So you may want to look here. There's a healthcare programs, health insurance. That's a good one. Um, Job training. So, I mean, the reason why we're here, the reason why the adult school is here, is to help you guys prepare to, get a job, or to get a better job, or to, look for, to transition to higher education, right? That's our job. That's our job now, right? As I've said before. Um, if you need the address of libraries, it's not just the Salinas. They actually have several libraries listed here for the county, because this is for Monterey County. This is not just for Salinas, right? Here's the contact information for school districts. Here's recreation and tutoring, right? Teen programs. Oh my gosh, you know how hard it is to find teen programs? It is really tough if you don't know where to look. If I look at page 119, let's say I have my daughter right now. Oh my gosh, she's going to be a teenager in like 2 years, okay? I mean, she's growing up really fast. I got to keep her busy, because I don't want her involved in gangs. I don't want her involved in, with boys that I don't like. It just keep her busy and engaged, and, um, do some healthy activities. So I'm going to look at, page 119. And maybe I don't need it right now because my daughter is not a teenager, but in 2 years she will, right? So let's see, special needs. Yeah, it says special needs. Teen programs. Okay, so here are some national hotlines. So some just it's a referral services. So remember, some of these are referral services. So it's so you can take that, once again, it's so you can take that first step to getting more information or to getting help, because I don't know everything, right? But these people can connect you with people who do know, who can help you, right? Oh, this is a good one. This is actual a local organization. This is Girls Inc. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I've heard of these people. So offers 7 different programs focusing on leadership and self-empowerment for girls ages 8 to 18. Oh, that's perfect. High school, middle school, elementary school programs, youth leaders and teen teachers serve as facilitators at schools. Salinas, Soledad, Greenfield. Oh, yeah. So this is kind of cool. So if I want more information, I can, go to the website or give them a call. That's a good one. I like that one. So there are several. Oh, the Epicenter. So some of these are for teen pregnancy, human trafficking, child abuse, but then there's the Epicenter. That's another place where kids can hang out after school and get services. There, it's over there by Salinas High School. It's like right down the street from the 7-Eleven or the Taco Bell. It's actually right down the street from the Taco Bell there. So really it's whatever is, so you need to choose 8 resources that are going to help you. Maybe not now, but maybe you might need it in the future. Like I think everybody should at least have the food bank of Monterey County for sure. Um, because you never know for sure. If your kids like technology, right? There's the Digital Nest. So it's like technology resources. So if your kids really want to learn how to, become programmers, actually, there's a Digital Nest in Salinas now, and it's over there downtown. It's really cool. It's a new building. And so the kids that go there, kids and young adults, I think that it's anywhere from high school age up until age 22 or 23. And they learn how to, oh yeah, age 24, right? So if there's a young person and, they want to do computers, they want to, learn how to program or design, this is a really good place for them to go after school, because maybe not everybody wants to play football, not everybody wants to play soccer, not everybody wants to be in a band or become a boxer. Just some people like to do things with their mind, and so and if they're interested in technology, this is a place where they can explore and maybe get a career. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of money in technology, and it helps to know English. English is good for a second language, but there are a lot of people from other countries that come to the United States with English as their second language, and they have really good technology careers. So yeah, so there's something for everybody. Now that's just for Sam's Guide, guys. Once again, using, so that's my example with Monterey, with Sam's Guide, okay? Now, if I'm going to use Monterey County 211, right? So that's the other resource that's available to you is Monterey County 211, right? So here I have the big categories, right? And let's see. Oh boy, let's see. What can I, ooh, seniors. That's good. I'm 46 years old. I'm about, I'm about 20 years from, maybe less actually, because for some organizations, it's 55 years, right? So for me, that's like 9 years away. Holy smoke, right? So like in about 9 years, I can get the senior discount at Denny's. I mean, it's like it's coming. All right. So it's good to be prepared. So here's some senior centers, healthcare, housing, meals. I like food. Let's see what we got here. Oh, home meals at centers, home delivered meals. So here we are. Let's say I want to have a meal with people, right? Want to go to a place, sit down, talk to other people my age, you know, make connections, maybe make friends, talk about how young people are annoying, whatever, complain about young people, whatever. Stuff that older people do, okay? So here's a senior lunch program. So here's, a list of different things. And if I want the more details, so I'm going to go here, senior lunch program, Alliance on Aging. Oh, here's the hours. Oh, not Alliance, Salinas Recreation. Oh, this is at the firehouse. Okay. So they have a lunch Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So 3 days a week from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30. So that's over there by the golf course. So the firehouse is on East Alisal Street. So if you're going down East Alisal and you go past the Star One gas station, so it's kind of in that area, on the way to the where the golf course is, the baseball field. So the firehouse, right? And so they have hot meals. They have a hot lunch. Great. It's $7.50 per meal. That's pretty awesome. $7.50. That's pretty cheap, especially if I'm retired and I'm on a limited budget, right? So, and if I click on the link, that might give me some more information here. Okay. That's going to take me to, remember we talked about Salinas Recreation, right? That was part of our first exam. And so here's some more information here. So, guys, so that's how we use Monterey County 211. We don't need to go this far, okay? But you will need to get your information here. Okay, so what do we got here? So senior lunch program, Salinas. Okay, so let's say pretend I'm using Monterey County 211. I'm going to take this information and I'm going to make it part of my list, right? So going back to my sheet of paper, right? So let's pretend, sheet of paper. It's Thursday, by the way. There, now it's Thursday. So taking out my sheet of paper, so getting this from Monterey County 211. So this would be like, for example, my second one, okay? So I'm going to put number 2, right? Because the first one was for the self-help center, right? So I'll put number 1 here. Number two, I'm going to use, I want the senior lunch program. So I'm going to write, remember, I'm getting this from Monterey County 211. The first example, okay, the first example was from the Sam's Guide. Now this example is from Monterey County 211. So I'm going to put senior lunch program. You remember, we know how to capitalize now, right? This is a title, so I'm capitalizing it. Okay, so senior lunch program. Okay. And then Salinas Recreation and Park. Okay. Salinas. Nation. And Park Division. So senior lunch program, senior Salinas Recreation and Park Division. Now, there's a really good description here. Monterey County 211, man, whew, they got it going on because they have a very nice, short description here. So I'm going to put they. So in people. I see a couple of people are joining us. That's great. I hope you guys took advantage of the time that that you had at the beginning of class to, do your, to work on your presentation. I'm finishing up right now. I've been showing people how to write their resources in their, how to make their list, okay? Because tomorrow, I'm going to give a lot of time Friday, tomorrow, to actually make the book. Let's see. So hopefully, and if you want to watch the presentation, if you want to watch what I did here, what you can do is I'm going to put this up on YouTube, and you can watch this if you want to see it, okay? Because I kind of go through all the steps. Good morning, Maribel. Good morning. Okay. So according to Monterey County 211, right, it says serves hot and nutritious senior lunch. Serves hot and nutritious senior lunch. Okay, that's cool. I can do that. So they will, using the future tense, serve hot and nutritious. Wonder, even in the summer, does anybody want a hot lunch in the summer? I don't know. We'll see. They will serve hot and nutritious lunch. Cool. There's my description. And then I'm going to start putting, start putting some contact information. So address, let's see, it is the Firehouse Recreation Center. I'm going to choose a different color here. Go back to blue here. So Firehouse Recreation Center. There we go. And then the address is 1330 East Dallasall. So using what we learned yesterday, I'm going to abbreviate and capitalize. So, you know, the lesson that we did yesterday, pretty important. East Dallasall Street. Okay. And then Salinas, California. And this was 93905. And then I'm going to put the phone number. You can put the area code if you want. That's your decision. If you live around here, you won't need the area code. But if you have a phone number with that's outside the area code like I do, you might want to put the area code. My personal phone number is 408. That's why I use a Google Voice number, so it'll be a little easier to reach me. Okay. 831-755-4242. Okay. And so there we go, right? So I've shown you two examples. One is how to create a resource listing from the SAMS guide, and I also showed you how to put one together from Monterey County 211. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the recording. That way you can just watch this part of the class by itself. So I'm going to separate today's video. All right, so here we go. I'm going to stop recording now. So if you have any questions, of course, you can always email me or send me a text. That's okay. Okay.